So now we're going to displace a couple of our layers here. I always love this part. Let's go over to and select the pool table layer, apply the displacement map effect to it, and I am going to go over here in the effect controls panel. For the top down, I'm going to take displacement map layer, the drop down to dis pool table. I'm going to change use for horizontal displacement to luminance. I'm going to change use for vertical displacement to off. Take max vertical displacement to 0. And we are ready to rock. I'm going to hit the home key, make sure I'm at the first frame of the animation, and I'm going to increase max horizontal displacement to 20. Click the stopwatch, hit the end key, take max horizontal displacement to -20. And now, if we preview this, we have a pretty sweet little animation of our pool table moving in 3D. And once this renders here, it's not playing in real time as you can see here. Once it finishes playing through this, you can see that it moves in a very realistic three-dimensional way. Very cool. I love that. Now, let's go to the top of our layer stack and select the Marion layer and turn that layer's visibility on. Go ahead and apply displacement map to that one. And again, let's take the displacement map layer from Marion to Dismarion. Let's take use for horizontal displacement to luminance, use for vertical displacement to off, and max vertical displacement to 0, same as before. But you'll notice as I move the max horizontal displacement value, that we're seeing some problems with our displacement, at least in my case here. Perhaps you didn't make the same mistakes with your displacement map that I made with mine. But as I move this around, I could see that her forehead and chin particularly are a little bit off. Now, eventually, if you distort this like crazy, it's going to look terrible. There's no displacement map in the world that's going to look perfect completely at every single value. But all the same, we're not getting the same amount of value with her chin and forehead. They're a little bit too dark, more than the rest of her face is. Now, I'm really happy with her hand, and her arm looks pretty good. It distorts a little bit weird right here, but that's okay. And her body is displacing really well. Her hand pops out a little bit. There's a little bit of a bubble right here, right below her hand that I'm not liking. But since it's over a black dress, and we're still going to color correct this and darken it even more, I think that's going to be fine for our purposes here. So the next step then is to fix the displacement map and reload that back into After Effects.